POF crew, welcome back. I am Tian, and this is Pregnant Over 40 Talk. Yes, that's where our community of women, whether you are desiring to be pregnant, are pregnant, or recently had a baby, or mommying over the age of 40, this community is for you. And we're here to grow and glow and glean from each other, learn from each other as we are all journeying this stage of mommyhood in one way or another. We ask that you please take the time to share, subscribe, click that button, tag somebody, invite them in because the wealth of information and engagement and just support that is here, it is unmatched. And so we want you to be a part of it, and we look forward to journeying with you. All right, it is shout out time. Listen, our last guest, Jennifer Williams, who was on, wonderful segment. If you didn't get to watch it, go back and watch it. But we want to shout her and her husband out because they delivered their baby boy. We are so excited for them. God bless you. They have a beautiful baby boy, and we just pray continued blessings on your new journey of mommyhood in this phase, the baby out the womb. And just so delighted. Thank you again for sharing with us on our previous episode, and we look forward to connecting with you in the future. Let's show Jennifer Williams some love. All right, this is our Did You Know segment. Ding! Did you know? Did you know that by the end of your pregnancy, your uterus is up to 1,000 times larger in its capacity? First of all, that sounds frightening. Second of all, why is my uterus even able to get that big? Third of all, baby, come out and let's jump back into it's normal. Like that is a balloon. I mean, literally it is, right? You got a whole life being produced inside of you. But 1,000 times, that is pretty amazing. But here's the good news. In 6 weeks, it is said that your uterus will come back to its normal size. So make sure you get your rest. Make sure you add that self-care in and healthily get back to your normal size, because nobody wants to walk around for the rest of their life with 1,000 size overcapacity uterus. All right, that's our Did You Know segment. All right, it is our self-care moment. Y'all know I love the butters and the creams and the oils and all of those things. You can't go wrong. And they go sometimes quickly. So I want to make sure that you have a wealth of options to choose from. So today we are shouting out our naturally classy. Her name is Natasha, and she has several creams that you can choose from, an array. And what's adorable is I had a session with our GGAG women. Shout out to GGAG, Girls Going After God. But she had given not only cream for myself, but for my husband. This one is the Classic Man. And she also has cream for the baby, right? So this one is Jungle Gym. It's whipped body butter. And then, of course, for mama, and this is Love. So it's not only for us, but it's for the family. You know, everybody can smell good. Everybody can feel good. Everybody can be buttered up. All right. So make sure you check out the link and check out the information in the link. And let's go support her as we are whipped up with this cream. Well, POF crew, we are grateful to have our guest today, and she is my friend. She is my sister, and we're excited that she is preggers. So without further ado, please welcome Genea. Ellis.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're an Ellis now.
I'm an Ellis now.
You're
In real life.
in real life. She is an Ellis.
Yes.
Not only baby, but married and all of the
All
things.
of the things.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Genea.
Sure. Well, I am a newlywed. I recently got married to Louis Ellis III.
Okay, shout out to the hubby.
Shout out to my man, my husband, who was very much against the hyphenation. So please,
So we got rid of the last name.
I got fully rid of the last name.
How'd you feel about that?
It was a conversation very early on.
Okay.
So I'm fine with it. It ain't nobody from my past that needs to be checking for me anyway. So that was totally fine. Easy. So yeah, I am a new wife, which is a huge change and adjustment. And I am preggers with my first child, 9 months old. Yep, having a boy. So
We announced you on our previous show.
oh yes, I saw
About
it.
the
people were
baby
tuned in.
shower.
Yes.
And that was exciting.
Yes, very, very
to see the
exciting.
blue. First of all, y'all fancy. Did y'all see? Y'all gotta run it back to the first episode. They had blue smoke coming out of this big old truck, blue smoke, and I thought that was so cool that you guys had that. So you could see the excitement through the photos.
Oh yeah. Well, my husband has a trucking company, so that was his truck. So that was definitely his contribution. That was his thought. So
Very cute.
but it turned out really good.
Very
'Cause that's what we
cute.
were praying for. I was claiming a boy well before that. So
Okay, why
Yeah.
boy?
so I am the stepmom to 3 girls currently. So we all right.
That's right.
We all right over there.
That's right.
And so getting that boy means I can close up shop if necessary at this stage.
if
And
necessary.
we can just go on and move forward. So yeah.
Team
definitely
girls,
boy.
got team boys.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I know.
I've always wanted a boy though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
you feel like you're a boy mom.
I do. I do.
I do too.
Yeah.
Although, oh girl.
I mean,
girl
but even if doing multiples, I always wanted the first one to be the boy, like the protector, the another big brother. So yeah, it worked out. God knew what I wanted.
Good. We're so excited. Well, before we get into further the conversation, one of the things that we like to do is called the belly cam.
Oh wow.
And so we want to see the belly.
Okay.
So we could, aim to show the people the belly. There we go. Belly cam. Hold on. There we go. Belly cam.
Yeah.
Yay, we love it. She's so cute. It's so cute. Oh man. And so due date
is January 8th, which is about 2 weeks from. What's today?
23rd.
Okay, see, I'm about 2
23rd.
weeks.
So you'll probably have this baby by the time this airs.
Yeah, he's aggressively letting me know he's frustrated. So
He's ready.
he's ready. He's
Look.
not comfortable.
Real talk. When my son, the day, but like the week of that he was born, 2 times this boy did like this against my belly. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, it was so different from just like the normal.
That's what I'm
It was
saying.
an aggressive like
Exactly.
boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh, you was telling me you were coming, and literally that
Beat
week.
it to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? My mom's birthday is the 29th, so that's like this in a few days. So she's praying that he shows up at that point.
on her
But
day.
we'll see.
Shout out, mommy.
Someone for sure.
Awesome. So tell us about your journey in terms of like how we get here. You get married and have, inherited 3 daughters. And did you guys seek to have children or, want children after that and in going into the marriage? Or was it like, well, if it happens, it happens? And what was your plans even from,
my gosh.
us girls? We're younger. We're like, one day we'll get married, did it work out? Tell us what was consistent and totally inconsistent.
Everything was wrong. Every thought process. I mean, I've always been in love with kids. Like I was always the one with somebody else's baby, grabbing children in church. I had custody of my nephew at one point. So I never would have thought at 43 I would be having my first. I would have been finished, body snatch, we outside, the kids is about to go. Like that was the ultimate thought. But then life be happening fast.
Facts.
And you blink and you wake up one day and you're 40 years old and things just don't look the way that you expected it. Like timing and God's plans is just very different from
Very
what
different.
you
Very
really
different.
grew up believing and thinking.
So did you go through the worries like many of the women, right? We hit 30, we hit 35. Oh, forget it. It's the end of the world. It's like, I'm never. So, what are your thoughts at this time between 35 and 40? And then you hit 40. I came to your birthday party. So, you was snatched, you look amazing. But I would imagine there are thoughts now like, I'm 40,
Yeah.
no husband.
Right, taking pictures by myself. Come on, who's next? Yeah.
So, like, how did you deal with that?
Having faith in God, you have to just kind of believe that this is how it's supposed to go, right? But then just being a natural person, it's also like, well, what's wrong with me? Or why am I in this place? Or why did I waste time with this fool? And now I gotta heal to get over this last mistake because I'm
Right.
trying to bring this mistake into this new relationship.
Right.
And then also, I was always just raised to take care of other people. So it's just like, I'm taking care of everybody else. I'm making sure everybody else is okay. My desires are kind of put to the side. So, I mean, I am happy with where I am now, just from life lessons and being stronger and being like more emotionally stable and just emotionally intelligent to be the wife that I need to be and the mother that I want to be to my children. So I think even if this process did start when I was a lot earlier in age, I don't know if I would be able to handle it as gracefully. I don't know if I would be able to be in a place in my career where I'm happy. I'm a homeowner. I've done well for myself. So there are other boxes that I've checked in the process.
Sure.
So being in this position now, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I got it. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I was younger, there were definitely moments of like seeing other people
Yep.
going through their things and kind of just confused and like, what's wrong with me that moment? Or is it really gonna happen? Or the Bible does talk about being single. Is this really, maybe it's really not for me. So that just that second guessing, and then of course the folks that tell you you're getting older, and then you're thinking about all the things that go wrong, and then by 35 your doctors are telling you you should freeze your eggs, and let's do this. It's like you putting stuff on me that I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want. So it's been a roller coaster of emotions, but ultimately just happy and grateful, understanding why.
Did you ever give in and say, you know what?
Yeah, there were
It's
definitely moments
probably
where I'm like, sin is sin. I'ma just go on and do it. And
way more.
I'ma repent for this the way I repented last week when I cussed somebody out. It's the sin is sin.
That's for real talk.
So there were definitely moments of that. But then it's like, I don't want to be a single mom either.
Yeah.
Why am I putting myself in these harsh positions? So yeah.
So let's get to this, right? Because you're a believer and you've been in church.
I was
Born and raised in church, born on the pulpit. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you wrestle with this element of faith in that faith does require us to see beyond what is in front of us, but yet along with faith there is the tension of the flesh? And how do you reconcile that in attempting to have faith but also feeling like, well, since it didn't happen, and like you said, sin is sin, and I'll just, because if it's not going to happen, at least I can have a little good time. Like, how do you come to that place after being born on the pulpit?
A few things. I think one is community, like having the right people
That's good.
around you. So when you do have these moments, there's someone that can kind of just reel you back in
Yeah.
and kind of remind you
Yeah.
of where you should be going mentally. Also, even like seeing your story. It's just like I done seen Tien go through some things, honey. I've been around for a while, and Lord,
Okay.
do it for me, Lord. Come on, Jesus.
God be the glory.
But seeing like your story and seeing other people, it's encouraging and keeping the right voices in your ear. Because Bishop, shout out to Archbishop Robert Joe Rochford.
Shout
All
out
right,
to Bishop.
me like Pathina. Come on.
Yes.
He always says, "Whoever has your ear has your heart." So
I
if
say,
you are sitting around the wrong people that's encouraging you to do, then it's just not all right,
yep.
cool.
Yep.
But if you're sitting around people that have their own story and are honest, real believers,
Yeah.
it just kind of helps you change the way that you think and focus and just like reset.
Good.
So those are probably things. Just keeping the right community and just keeping an open relationship with God. Be honest.
Good.
But it ain't got to be the Father in the holy name of Jesus. Like it's sometimes I feel like, hello, did you week
Hello.
again?
Right.
I don't feel good today.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
You got to send me a sign or something. So
Yeah.
being honest with God and keeping the right people around you.
Did you in light of keeping the right people around you, did you have to go through some disconnections from people in your life to get to where you are now so that you can have the right frame of mind?
Yeah.
And what was that like?
Yeah. I think your single friends are great, but even thinking about marriage, I was consulting and talking to folks that were maybe my age but had already been married or were having families and getting encouragement from them almost to say, when you're dating, please, like, there are going to be hard days. If you in, you in. Don't go in, be upset, put that attitude away.
Sure.
Like, just the adjustment of those things.
Sure.
And seeing how quickly things move. Like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, we were just hanging out last week and now you have 3 whole babies and a wife.
That quick.
Some people, everyone is for a season. Every season, just because we went to
Right.
elementary school together don't mean
Right.
we're going to die together. Sorry.
Right.
And if they're not growing and moving in the direction that you want to, you just kind of have to release it.
Yeah.
And everyone changes over time. You become a completely different person. Every couple of years, you look up and you're a different person. So I've kind of mastered being okay with losing people already. I think that's just a part of life and a part of growth.
Yeah.
So if you're not aligned with where I believe God is sending me, it's no hard feelings, but
Bye-bye.
hi, if I see you,
Hi and bye.
but it's no, we're not consulting with, I'm not calling you for things. We're not,
Sure.
hanging out and breaking bread consistently. That's not,
Yeah.
that's not what it is. So, but I think that's totally a part of life.
Yeah.
It's growth.
It's growth.
Yeah.
Growth is so important.
It's uncomfortable, but it's
Grow and glow.
couple.
Grow and glow. What was one of the most challenging times of your journey coming into marriage and now being pregnant? Did what was one of the biggest challenges or changes that you really had to kind of settle with?
It was a lot of adjusting quickly. So going from being very independent to living with my husband, adjusting to the children that he had, which wasn't totally, it was way easier than I expected. I think if it wasn't so easy, we might not be sitting in this moment at this podcast.
Thank God.
But we thank God. Not wanting to be a failure as a wife, but also finding grace within myself to know that my body is changing and my emotions are changing. And then I lost my job at the end of, where are we? At the end of August. So it's like I just moved into this man's house, you know, I was so independent. Yeah, I got this. And then
You like, hey.
it's like, hi, I won't be working a little bit of time. So
Yeah.
it was so many changes that happened in a small period of time. And I didn't want to fail anyone. I didn't want to fail my family. I didn't want to fail my husband. I didn't want to not take care of myself because of course you're
Yeah.
thinking, uh, you're geriatric, you're high risk, you know,
Mm.
you're not supposed to be stressed out. The baby feels so it's just been a lot of adjusting and trying to find the compromise with giving myself grace and also doing what I desire to do to just make sure that my home runs a certain way and that he's, you know, happy.
Do you feel like you were ever overwhelmed with having to adjust? Like for myself, I feel like similarly going from that independent single woman to now being a wife and a mother, but then also, my husband is a senior pastor, and so I'm an executive pastor, and I am also first lady, and all of these, and then I have my own, ministry things going on and projects. I feel like I remember getting engaged, and even when I got married, because it was 6 months later, I was still trying to catch up to being engaged, let alone
Yeah.
being married, like
Mhm.
and then I had a son, and then I'm like, "Wait, I'm still trying to catch up to being married." Like, I just feel like this still trying to catch up, and, like, even still, I'm like, "I got a son?" Like, but then also all the duties that come along with it. How do you manage that feeling of just, like, having a totally quickly shifted life and keeping your head above water?
I have not mastered that.
Well, thank you for the honesty, because I sure have.
Yeah, I
I'm
have
with
not.
I was hoping she was gonna
No, no, no.
give me something.
I don't have it. I don't have the answer. It's still time is just still moving so quickly.
Yeah,
It's a day by day thing. That's it. It's just a day by day thing.
that's good.
It's trying to be honest with my husband when I'm just not okay.
Mm.
And when it's just when I'm having a moment, you know, because sometimes you stand up and it's the weight just hits you're reminded. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
um, I really I don't know. I pray that I get to that point.
yeah.
But it's just trying to stay positive, trying to start the day with prayer, trying to be the person that is extending grace to myself. That is something I've always struggled with in life, extending grace to myself.
Yeah.
I want to take on everything, everybody else's problems. I want to keep moving. I want to be strong. I want all these things. And so most of my breakdowns are moments where I'm like, I don't want to be strong today.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't be strong
Being honest with
today.
yourself, yeah.
Being honest with myself for sure. But it's all just moving fast. And then when he gets here, it's going to be a different level of tired and a different
Yeah,
speed of still moving forward because
yeah.
the next thing is we want to buy a house. And then it's, are we doing another, like, it's just, are you going back into
Oh,
the
go
work
ahead.
field? Are we, you know, I'm working on trying to do a business on the side. Are we just going to put all energy into his business or I'm going to start my own business? And it's just all the things.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What does your support system look like besides your spouse?
I am blessed to have an amazing, amazing support system. My parents are very supportive.
Yeah.
My mother is overly obsessed with every detail of my current life.
I love it.
So shared custody all day for a while. I have really good, solid friends that are my family. So I definitely have a good support system to where I know that if I need them, they're there. Although I'm probably not going to reach out for any form of help because that's just the
Who you
independent
are. Yeah.
stubbornness
Yeah. Yeah.
of my natural nature. But yeah, no, I'm definitely blessed to have a strong team.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I love the fact that you're being honest about where you are. I think that's so important for us as women, no matter what stage we're at, right? Being pregnant or having had a child or being married or, some people separate, but being honest about where you are in your journey so that you can healthily take in and assess where you are so that you can also make the proper adjustments and put things in place so that you are at a healthy place. And we're just so excited for you, Genea, and your husband, and all of your daughters. And I know they're excited about a little boy.
Yes.
Were you ever fearful that you would have a girl though? Like, and
Um,
what do you think your husband like?
I was telling him, I said, when this smoke comes out this truck, if it is pink, everyone is going to watch you. Like,
All eyes.
don't get in the truck, pack up, and drive off.
Because there have been videos where
Please,
people.
all eyes on you.
Yeah.
I really, really prayed for a boy.
Wow.
I really did not think this was a girl at any point through this
Look at
pregnancy.
you.
I
That's
did not.
amazing.
I did not think this was a girl. I mean, I would have been fine because ultimately,
Yeah.
healthy baby is where we're at.
That's the goal.
Because in the beginning of pregnancy, you're only going in that office once a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do every day between this? How am I supposed to know if something's wrong?
Yeah.
But no, I definitely did not have a ton of doubt that
Yeah.
it was going to be the boy. So it all worked out. But ultimately, yeah, it would have been God's will for sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. Let me see if I have anything else I want to ask you before we get into fun facts. Sorry, Tyler.
It's actually going really good so far.
Good. We'll just say the other. Yeah, we'll go into the fun facts, and then we will go into. Okay, I'll ask one question and then go into the fun facts, and then I'll ask you if there's anything you would want to encourage our POF crew out there.
Okay.
So you mentioned earlier about at this stage, as we know, the whole geriatric pregnancy, and I mentioned that on one of our shows, just like pleased with the geriatric, right? But how do you feel that you have been perceived by others the moment you came into pregnancy?
Definitely mixed responses.
Okay.
So some were very, very excited, of course. Super encouraging. And then there's some folks that remind you of, well, things can go wrong at this point, or even the it's about time, or the are you sure kind of thing is because there were definitely people that thought we were rushing marriage, we were rushing having a baby, all these things. So you have to have a very, very strong sense of who you are,
Yeah.
who God is, in order to kind of get through certain places in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there are folks that will make you feel, question where you are. And ultimately that does lead to stress. What could be a problem, now you're creating problems that wasn't there.
Yeah.
And now there is an issue with this pregnancy.
Right.
I've been blessed to not have any issues with the pregnancy.
Thank God.
And when I would go to the hospital for sonograms, there was one doctor that was adamant about reminding me of my age. And
I had the same experience.
please make sure you do this, and we're gonna overly monitor you. And then my regular doctor's like, "Ain't nothing wrong, girl. If I see, I'll let you cut it out." So I was like, "All right, thank you." It was so
I
many
went through
mixed
the
emotions.
same
Like, you're trying to
thing.
drive me crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Adding worries where you didn't have them
Exactly.
before, just because
Exactly.
of the statistics.
Right.
And ladies, be careful out there. For those of you who are pregnant over 40, you have to make sure that you have the right doctor and the right
Absolutely.
maternal care.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of individuals, because of the statistics and because of culture's perception of women who are pregnant over 40, they will attempt to impose their own fears on
Yep.
you.
Yep.
And I went through the same thing where it was just like every time I went to the doctor, I'm literally like, can we just do what we came to do without hearing how much fear you got for me when I don't have that? And now you make it same thing. So very interesting that you came into that.
Yeah, for sure.
But look at God.
Yeah.
And here we are,
Yeah.
and now we 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away.
So we're going to be praying for you.
Yes,
We're praying for healthy
Lord.
delivery,
Yes,
easy
yes,
labor,
yes,
And we already know that God's presence and his angels will be with you. But just congratulations again. And thank you so much for sharing this. But before you leave, fun facts.
Okay.
Do you have any cravings?
No.
No, you're like the third guest that has said
I was
no.
expecting, but there's a lot of things that I really, really pray for. I was really talking to God about this pregnancy. Like, I don't want to gain weight to the point where my face looks distorted and nobody knows who I am.
And you
I
look
want to be so
beautiful.
small. Thank you.
You look
I
the
like
same.
little things. Just like I just
Yeah.
want to be able to be,
You know?
And I said, if I have a craving, make it healthy. Like, let me just be obsessed with cucumbers. Like, I need
Obsessed with cucumbers is out of control.
But that was my
I'm
thing.
right.
But nothing crazy. I've never made him get out of the bed for anything.
Yeah, me either.
My sweet tooth has kind of increased a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, nothing out of this world. It's been
Okay.
I've been blessed.
That's awesome. I love to
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
Listen, and for those of you who feel like, everything is going well, no issues, no complications, don't feel guilty about that. Okay? We
No.
get enough negativity, enough pressure from people, and it's not to take away from those that may have had challenges. And we thank God that, God's grace allows, them to make it through. But you got to come to a place where you're just like, it's all good.
Yeah.
And why should I
Yeah.
be, shy about that?
Yeah.
I give God so kudos to you. Have you ever, well, okay, here's a time. Have you ever gotten super emotional about something really dumb?
Oh my gosh. If he was here, what would he say? No. Not that I can think of. I'm sure I have had a moment where
Like you just like crying for no like.
I've
Oh.
cried and not known why. For sure. For sure. Just what's wrong? I don't know what's wrong. I just want to cry. That's what's
That's
wrong.
what I cry.
And now I'm crying because I'm mad at myself that I'm crying because I don't even know why I'm crying. Yes, that's irritating to me because I've never been overly emotional.
Yeah.
I'm more logical than I am emotional.
Yeah.
So to cry because of a feeling
Yeah.
and not understand, and now I'm mad because I'm crying that I'm crying, and now I'm mad that I'm not giving my grace.
Like,
to grace.
just let it out.
That part.
And let's move on. Let's get it out and move on.
Let me go to sleep.
I've cried at the dumbest things. I don't know about y'all. Put in the comments if you've cried about something just asinine. Like what? I've literally cried watching a commercial. Like, oh my God.
Oh no, that's for sure though. Yeah.
I'm just like, what? Like the
Yeah.
littlest things.
Yeah, no, that you'll get me.
I saw I think it was the other day, Deshaun Robinson. Shout out to my bro. He showed a video the other day with his daughter. She had like won something of her class. I forgot what it is, but she's like making a speech, and I'm just like, this is so amazing. Like why am I crying?
Yeah.
Just silly
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it happens. But again, thank you so much for being with us. What would you give to last thoughts to our POF crew?
I would say for one, dismiss the noise. There are always going to be individuals and naysayers for anything that you do in life, whether it's pregnancy, going to school, who you marry, whatever it is. You have to just be confident and solid in your relationship with God, first and foremost, for sure. Pick your community wisely. Identify the haters and remove accordingly. And then just always have a good, positive outlook. This is okay. This is once upon a time there were women having babies. My mom was finished with all of her children by 28, 29 years old, married, 3 babies. Like once upon a time that was okay and acceptable, but we're at a point where things are changing. And just trust God, take care of yourself, keep the right company, and you'll be fine. That's it.
You'll be fine.
Easy.
Easy. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, thank you again for your time. Many blessings to you, your husband, your family. And by the time this airs, she will more than likely have had her little boy, and we'll make sure to let you guys know.
Yes.
So many blessings. Thank you again. We love
Thank
you,
you, sis.
Janea.
Love you.
Love you, love you. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Pregnant Over 40 Talk. Please join us again as we indulge in the journeys of women who are pregnant or recently had children or even desire to be pregnant over the age of 40. Remember to subscribe and grow and glow.